Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So in this video I'd like to go over how you can easily farm out rough astral diamonds. Anybody can do this as long as they have the Descent into Avernus unlocked. You'll have to go through a bit of the storyline and a bit of the quests to get Bell and Insurgencies activated. It will require you to at least have within your key section of your inventory this amulet. No matter what quality it is on, you can just have this and then head to your portal just here, and ideally you'll have a group of everybody else, 5 people, who also have that amulet, and then here you can queue up. Ideally you will choose a true challenge and then you click yes and it'll open. Now here you will be fighting about 3 times per day Bell, the master of the Hellforge, and he's fairly straightforward to beat, especially if you have a decent setup of a group. Like right now we have a tank and a healer and then 3 DPS, which is going to be of course your ideal setup. Not all groups are going to be able to get that, so don't worry too much if you can't, and so you just do a bit of damage and you'll finally get to phase him. Now, depending on how much damage your group has, you might get some phases with catapults, having to move stones, but what might happen is he'll throw everybody back and then one person will have like the ability to pick up the catapult stones. Here we have enough damage, and generally most groups will, and you'll essentially just have to wait here and he does his bit of monologue, and then really watch out for those imps. And watch out for all that fire on the ground. It can hurt you for quite a lot. Make sure you have a potion here or there and just burn down the boss. Use like your tunnel vision and that gets rid of his HP. And then he phases here and that's the end. You've essentially beat him. You do have to speak to him there. We go and we talk to him and that's Bell defeated. And you want to do this 3 times on hardcore to essentially get the most out of this Bell. And you can see we got a bunch of rough astral diamonds, but that's not the most you can obtain. We're going to go and do this real quick another 2 more times. So what you want to do is you want to either press escape or press H, and that will bring you to this page and you click I'm stuck, abort quest, and you click OK, and that will end up just teleporting you directly to the portal here. You won't essentially have lost anything, and then you can go and you can queue up again just there, and we'll do this then and I'll skip on. Now if your group is having a bit of trouble on the damage side, you might not want to do the challenging part and just go with the normal versions. It'll be a bit slower to get your currency because what you're trying to get is this infernal secrets, and you can see looking at the tooltip a maximum of 54 per day. Again, just really watch out for the fire and those imps in this last phase. They can absolutely just destroy you. One accidental walk in that fire and I'm roasted. Again, we just talk to Bell here, just 111, and that finishes that. And you can see that doing the hardcore version, we're getting 18 of these secrets, so you can get through this much quicker, but it can be a lot more challenging, and you also get some rough astral diamonds while you're doing it. But the big money gain in astral diamonds is going to be when we head back. Again, make sure you're clicking that escape, help and support, I'm stuck, and aborting quest rather than going through the portal. And then we do hardcore for our last final time today. And there we go, our 3rd time complete. Again, watch out for that fire. And that's pretty much it. We're done for today. You can thank your party, and of course ideally you'll do this with people you know, but if you don't, it shouldn't be too much of a problem as long as you find some decent party members. We have a tank here, not exactly the most geared, you can see there. We have another DPS, again only like 50k item level, and the other DPS 63k item level. I'm probably right here the best one in my group. You can see the damage difference there, but overall it might take you a bit longer and you might want to not do the hardcore. The hardcore does allow you to do it nice and quickly, but again, just be warned on that. It can be pretty hard, especially after that last phase. Now what you go and do then is you can see we've earned about 13,000 rough astral diamonds from essentially just doing 3 hardcore Bell runs. You get more of that by doing the lesser versions of Bell if you're not so strong, and then you go to this vendor. This is going to be just here in the main hub area, Alyssa here, and essentially what you'll do is you'll buy these packs. Now I know they're going to cost you astral diamonds, but it can be well worth it. And the main reason is each time you go and buy one of these packs, no matter what quality it is on, you can see that we're obtaining a bunch of rough astral diamonds there. 16,000 rough astral diamonds. We went went from 13,000 all the way to 29,000. That well compensates for the 5,000 here. On top of that, you can see you're also obtaining a companion upgrade token and some refinement points. You do get some rings as well, none of them really being too good. You get some fashion from here, and depending on what quality it is on as well, you can see all the different rewards you can potentially get from there. And we just bought 4 of those packs, and buying 4 of them gave us a huge chunk in rough astral diamonds. We were from 13,000 all the way there to 65,000. And again, the maximum you're obtaining is 54 of those per day. So you can essentially buy only 3.5 of these per day. And that's going to help you massively with regards to grinding your rough astral diamonds and also helping your character progression by getting these companion upgrade tokens. Those upgrade tokens for companions, it's pretty cheap getting one for 5,000. You can see upgrade tokens, you get 10 of them there for over 60,000 astral diamonds. You can get the price a bit lower there with getting them in bunch, but they're still over 60,000. That means you're spending over 6,000 astral diamonds per token. So essentially, what you're doing is getting a bargain with regards to your rate of your companion upgrade tokens when you want to buy them from here, and you're also getting a chunk of rough astral diamonds. And you may have seen this elsewhere before. I'm sure this is not news for many of you other players, but to newer players, this is definitely a grind I would recommend every day or so. Just keep in mind, Bell is only going to be active when you look on your map and you can see it there. Before, you're either going to have to do insurgencies, which is heading through this area just here. You're going to have a portal. Again, to get through that portal, you're going to have to complete a quest which gives you this medallion, this amulet. And to complete that, you're going to be speaking, I believe, to Mikhail, and you're going to be completing like 6 heroic encounters, and then you should be able to hand that back in. Get also your forger's box, which is here, and then essentially go into insurgencies, which will allow you to grind Juma bags, and then when insurgencies are fully completed, the bar, then Bell will be active for a full hour. You'll have plenty of time to be completing that, and then essentially handing in your daily credit of your 54. You'll generally get just 4 of those. You can see we got a bunch of rings, and we're getting over 50,000 rough astral diamonds, which again, you can just exchange maximum of 100,000 per day. Now, if you don't have then enough, like we don't have enough to get our daily cap, then we'll be heading into, let's say, a trial queue and so on. There are many different ways you can do to earn your rough astral diamonds. Right now, we are very fortunate to have like the day of the dungeon master. Doing the extra side quests can give you a chunk of rough astral diamonds. That's going to be this guide right here, but you're going to have to complete your trial of the traps first every day before you can do those repeatable challenges. Again, this is just one way of earning astral diamonds, and for newer players, it's one of the best ways to obtain a substantial amount for not so much time invested, or you could say effort either, depending on, of course, what groups you're getting, how many times you have to run Bell to get your infernal secrets. Just keep in mind, again, you are capped and you will get a warning error if you go over that cap. 54 maximum per day. So again, hopefully this at least somewhat helps you guys just starting out in the game and trying to grind that rough astral diamonds every day. It can be quite a tedious grind if you end up doing the same thing every day, but Bell can be one of those things that can just really help you in terms of getting those companion upgrade tokens and a decent chunk of rough astral diamonds. So again, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going, and if I present this well, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.